What's up, guys, and welcome back to House Flipper 2. If you enjoy this series, make sure to leave a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. As is tradition, Frozen District has blessed us with another free update just in time for the holidays, so that's what we're going to be checking out today. It does seem a little weird to still have our Halloween decorations out, but I've got some neighbors in real life that still have their pumpkins rotting away on their porch, so I guess it's not that weird. But let's check out our brand spanking new email here from Claus Santana. Smooth. This one's titled Santa Camp in Pinnacove, and it reads, "Hello, ho ho ho. I've recently purchased this property, and my jolly mission is to transform it into the very first Santa Camp in Pinnacove. I want to create a training ground for all the chubby bearded gentlemen dedicated to spreading joy, laughter, and kindness. Santa emoji. And I believe I'm the right man to show them the ropes. Handy when it comes to chimney entry. That's why we need a classroom to teach no ho ho how and a small gym to keep our bellies and biceps in top festive shape. Flex emoji." The house itself is a bit run down and requires full renovation. Walls, floors, cleaning, and furnishing. So this is a big job. We'll also need a sleigh driving practice area in the backyard and, of course, a training chimney for my future trainees. I hope that together we'll create the gift that keeps on giving. Merry Christmas, Claus Santana. All right, let's see what we've got here. He said it was run down. It doesn't look that bad. We've got a present waiting for us right here in the front lawn. Of course, I have to go through the garage first. I am a crazy person. I'm sorry about it. We've got access to the front door right here, though. Ooh, this is nice. I'm kind of loving the double staircase. It does seem rather unnecessary, but it looks cool. Is this like new wainscoting or something too? I don't think, oh yeah, they're like full pieces. I don't think we've ever seen that before. I thought those were icicles up there in the corner. It's just some stainage. Ooh. Okay. Okay. There was a fire. Maybe. Unless that's just chimney soot from Claus Santana. Let's see what we've got going on outside. Excuse me? Oh, okay. I was definitely expecting to see Claus Santana himself buried in the snow pile back here, but it looks like, I don't know, maybe they built a snowman with skis up on the roof and he just sort of fell? Oh, we can't even go over in that direction. There's too many little trees. We'll keep that door shut though to try to trap whatever heat is, never mind, still left in this property. This rear door is completely blown out. You know what? We're probably gonna have to, yeah, we're probably gonna have to sell a lot of this anyways. Wait, do we have a shovel? Snow blower, dude, let's go. All right, that's pretty sick. That is pretty dang sick. Of course, we've used the, oh, is that ice? Ruh-roh, Raggy. We've used the lawnmower. Genuinely almost forgot the word for that. And this seems to be pretty similar, but obviously it's for snow removal. So we only have to remove it in this area, I guess this outlined area. Are we doing like a ice skating rink or something back here maybe? This is really dang cool though, dude. I'm digging this. It's not too often you get to, you know, remove snow. Okay, we're gonna probably have to leave that there for the time being so we can get rid of some of this other stuff back in here. He said he needed some, oh, this is the sleigh training ground, I'm guessing. Holy cow. Maybe that's what caused the door in the back to cave in, and the windows are all blown out up on the top level. We'll fix that. You bet your sweet Bippy will fix that. There's a tiny little sleigh back here. Don't need the swing set anymore. It's looking like just the... There's going to be something underneath that pile of snow, isn't there? I have a feeling. I have a feeling. Seems like that's most everything that we have to get... I should have waited to do that. Seems like that's most everything that we have to get rid of. Even this snowman guy is staying. That is staying as well. Gives us a good view over into the neighbor's backyard. I guess that's cool. Okay, back to snow blowing. I'm really curious to see if we're going to end up getting rid of that big snow pile. No, it doesn't look like we are. I mean, we could go off grid here and take care of it if we really wanted to, but I don't think we're supposed to do that. There we go. Okay, I'm starting to see the outline disappear in some areas. Yeah, it looks like we just had to take it a little bit wider through some of these spots. That one looks pretty good. I think we just have to do like the inside pass here. This is really cool, you guys. This is really cool. I do genuinely enjoy blowing snow IRL, but something about doing it here in House Flipper is almost more satisfying, especially because I'm not freezing to death while doing it. I'm in the comfort of my own office. Heater full chooch, right, meow. Oh, and we can run with this too, that's handy. Probably not safe, but handy. Final pass. There she is. All right, let's probably pack this thing away, or I guess just sell it. Let's see what we have to do over here. Maybe more snow removal? Oh, we're building something. Maybe this is the chimney training ground. I might even get the snowblower back out. Looks like there's some pavers hidden underneath of this. Yeah, there we go. Let's just go ahead and remove all the snow from this back patio area. Okay, that's probably good. I'm getting a little too carried away here. I'm loving that a little too much, maybe. Let's go over into build mode here and we'll see what we've got to do. There it is. Pretty straightforward. We're gonna build a makeshift sort of chimney here. I probably should have bought the ladder before trying to do this. Yeah, that maybe would have made this a little bit easier. Just a little bit. Now that we've got our makeshift chimney assembled, looks like we're gonna be doing some surface finishes to this thing. Gotta make it look like a proper chimney, you know? So we'll just lay that there down on the ground. Oh, and then the gray paint is probably for around the top, I'm guessing. Let me just verify that real quick. Sure is. Sure as heck. All right, we'll make quick work of this, don't you worry. Almost done. This is the last of the brick covering. Beautiful. And I, of course, over-purchased supplies. That's pretty on brand for me, though, I feel like. Looks good. What is this? Is that just... I don't know what that is. Just a little bit of extra decor for this place, I suppose. Seems like that's all we had to do in this area, though. So let's head back on through the garage. We'll see what needs to be done in here. Okay, it's going to be a lot of decoration. Oh, we're demolishing something? I should probably go through and check out the rest of the house. I'm getting a little distracted here. Oh, right, because the Santas are going to have to... They're going to have to come out somewhere, right? We can't just trap them in a little box back there. So with that done, let's actually switch back to build mode. Okay, so we're gonna kind of finish out the overall look of the chimney here. That looks pretty good to me. I'm guessing it's a bit oversized just because it's sort of a test chimney. Normal chimneys aren't that big. Hopefully the trainees will know that as well. Okay, so we've been into this, I think that's a dining room, maybe? That's tough. This could be a dining room or this could be a dining room. They could also both be living rooms. We'll never know. We will never know. Ooh, this is stunning up here. That's really nice. Again, getting a little distracted. We're gonna have to do some smaller decorations out there. I'm kind of hoping that we're supposed to add some like Christmas lights to the outside of this place as well. I feel like that could look good. All right, some basic rooms back in here. Digging the chimneys. Ooh, the green with the white wainscoting works very well, especially with the darker floors and the darker wood ceiling. I like the look of that as well. Got a decent bathroom in here. Oh, right. I'm like, what's all this from? But all the windows around the back are blown out. So we're gonna be fixing that. Yeah, that room needs some help. For sure, for sure. Oh, this window's still intact. Okay. Well, they lucked out on that one. The house looks so much, like from the outside, it looks so much larger than it actually is. I really don't even know where to start here. I mean, I know we've already done some things. Probably gonna have to spruce up that pantry a little bit. Nothing to do out here. Let me just make sure that there wasn't anything else for us to do out here. It turns out there is. Stains? From what? Is it the snow? No. Oh, right. Probably this. This area is quite a bit larger than I thought. Okay, cool. Stains taken care of. Snow removal taken care of. Let's buy a brand spanking new door for right here. That way we don't have to keep going through the side door in the kitchen. We'll get rid of those things real quick like. Some glass shards or something that we're gonna have to clean up. Okay, so let's put the sleigh down probably over here. This is gonna be like the starting area of the course, I would think. And then we're gonna need to put down 7 of these cones. These Santas are gonna have to learn how to serpentine. Good for them. You know, good for them. Gotta figure out a way to be able to dodge pedestrians, I suppose. Okay, 2 more. 1 more. Got him. Seems a bit tight, I'll be honest, given how large the sleigh is, but it is what it is. And then where are we supposed to put these? Oh. They can be extended, I think. Not my favorite type of Christmas lighting, I'll be honest. Oh, and you could even make them as tall as you want. Let's just do itty bitty baby ones. My wife loves the icicle looking Christmas lights. I'm not a fan, personally. I kind of think they look a little tacky, but can we just turn those on from here? That looks good. You gotta be up really close to be able to see them. I guess the LEDs are pretty small, but oh, frosty. Looks like there's kind of a little path carved out here, so we'll place them down right yonder. All right, so that is it for the sleigh obstacle course, I guess. Sleigh training area, if you want to call it that. There's really nothing underneath this big snow pile. I mean, maybe it's terrain, but I've got to know. I've just got to know. Let's get out the snowblower. And we'll find out. Okay, it is terrain. I sort of regret doing that now. I think what I want to do next is just go around and make sure that everything's nice and clean. If stuff needs to be sold, like out here in the garage, for example, all these tools and the old workbench, we'll of course sell that stuff off. But mostly I just want to focus on getting everything nice and clean. That way we have a clean slate to work with. I don't know what the heck is going on with that wall. That way we have a nice clean slate to work with, though, when it comes time for us to refurnish this whole place. So I will see you guys here in just a few minutes. All right, now that we've got everything nice and clean and all the junk has been cleared out of this place, we're gonna head over to this next room here, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, there we go. We've got a little bit more demolition that needs to be done. So we're gonna be smashing out this wall here in between whatever the heck this room used to be and what is currently, or I guess I should say what also used to be the bathroom, since there's nothing left in here anymore. So that's just created one big room. Is this all just gonna be, oh, we have to build something now. Is that just gonna be right here? A closet? We gotta sell this door. Oh, okay, so maybe it'll be like bathroom with attached closet or something like that. Heck, I don't know. I almost forgot about these broken windows. And if I remember right, I'm pretty sure I said that this one was fine. It's not. So now that we have those sold off, we're gonna be installing some brand spanking new ones. So that's that room now taken care of. And then in here, since this is now one big room, we're gonna be replacing all 3 of those windows. You know, this is the only bathroom in the whole property, I think. So I wonder if we're gonna do like some toilet, yeah, there it is. Toilet cubicles, or like some little stalls in here instead. That makes sense. That does make sense. Okay, we've got to sell this door too. And then we're gonna be replacing that with another brand spanking new one. That looks good. And what else we got? 3 sinks. Good Lord. Oh, kind of forgot about this thing too. So we're gonna set up a classroom somewhere, probably in one of those living room / dining room areas. We've already done the Sleigh obstacle course and we've already done the chimney. So it looks like we're all good there. I might come back through and do furnishings. We should probably go through and do like all the surface finishes and paint in every room. Let's skip around a little bit. We'll see like what needs to be done specifically in each space first, and then we'll sort of double back and then come through and do all the surface finishes and whatnot. So this is actually going to be Santa's closet. 6 Santa coats, right? Because it's a school. It's a training ground for Santas everywhere. That door has to get sold. Another brand spanking new one going in its place. And this is going to be a sort of bunk space, presumably for all of the Santas. Again, we'll come back to do furnishings here in a bit. Gotta sell that door, gotta sell that door opening. I like how they did some of the doors. Not all of the doors in this property were this way, but some of them, they like put a decorative door around a door frame. So those ones I did go through and sell. Do we want the doors opening up like that? Feels a little claustrophobic, but we'll stick with it for the time being. Okay, nothing super crazy about that room. Lots of Christmas decor. I don't know if they've... Well, we should probably get all the fireplaces turned on too. I don't know if all the Christmas decor was in-game already or if some stuff has been added. I also had to come through the front and clear all the snow out of here as well. It's always so much more difficult to clear somebody else's snow because you don't really know like where the sidewalk and driveway is. Anyways, we're gonna sell that. Another new door going in its place. And I can't forget about the door leading into the garage as well. Seems a little weird, but they wanted us to get rid of the garage door and just replace it with 2 windows. Not something that I would do. You know, I love a good garage space, but we've just been hired to do the job, so that's all we're gonna do here. Double door. Looks nice, looks nice. Anything else in this room? Nothing too crazy, more surface finishes. If you're doing this job on your own, just make sure that you come through and clean these windows. I was running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Sorry, it's kind of graphic. Looking for the last remaining specks of dirt in this house, and I couldn't find them. Turns out it was these three windows in here. So just an FYI. There's another fireplace in here too. Nice. Adds a bit of ambiance to the space. In this room, we've got some curtains, some paints. So this is going to be the more or less formal living room space. And then back in here, I'm actually surprised to see no table. I figured they'd probably want like a little table in the corner over here, but it looks like we're adding more cabinets. Right, they don't have a refrigerator or a stove / oven, so we're gonna be adding that in here for them. This is technically the same room. All right, now I'm gonna make my rounds yet again, but this time do all of the surface finishes in each and every room. I suppose we can probably just start here. We've got a few things to choose from here. We could do natural or neutral wood floors, yellow wood floors. Okay, stained mahogany, yellow wood, copper tiles, or clay bricks. We're probably gonna wanna use the bricks for around the chimney. And then I might do the flooring. Oh, no. Let's do a little bit of tile around just the base of the fireplace. We'll do like the chimney with the brick, and then I'm probably gonna go with the warmer color wood for the rest of the flooring. I think that this will look a little bit nicer. Okay, the Santa workout room is honestly hilarious. Not only do they have a full-on training chimney, complete with a pillow here at the bottom so they don't hurt their bottoms, but also they have ample amounts of ladders for ladder training, and once they've worked up a sweat, they have a plate of cookies, what else, right? And a bunch of cartons of milk to quench their thirst afterwards. I haven't yet opened up this box. I have no idea what's inside of here. Nice. That's great. Okay, this one's kind of big. I think I'm gonna have to put it over there. Oh, I guess we have another empty wall. Who knows? Maybe there's more inside of here. I guess we'll find out. They've got tons of weights too. Oh, this one's even larger? No, same size. That one we'll put here. Eat, sleep, gift, repeat. No lift, no gift. These are incredible. I might have to space out these ladders a little bit for this last one, or maybe we could put it up there. Deliver. With a Santa up there just flexing away. There's more. Work hard and be nice, not naughty. Of course. We can put that one over here, just behind the door. But yeah, this room came together beautifully. I love this concept. I think it's really, truly very funny. So now that we have that room done, since there is so much decoration involved with this property, and we're already cutting it on time, I do think we're gonna have to make a little bit of YouTube / Christmas magic with a few of these. So I'll just find a corner, stand in it, and we'll do the good old-fashioned snap transition. We'll see if my snaps are on par today. And just like that, ladies and gents, the classroom is finished. If this wasn't like a proper Santa's workshop, literally, I mean, he's training other Santas here, I would say that the Christmas decor is a bit much, specifically talking about the wallpaper in here. But I'll let this one slide. I'll let old Kris Kringle have this one. So we've got all of our Santa hats, and I guess this is the naughty or nice list, but it's just a copy of the big man's actual list. Leave a comment below and I'll let you know whether or not you're on the naughty or nice list. We've still got to open this big ol' heckin' box over here in the corner. I was guessing it was going to be presents to put under the tree, but it's looking like it's going to be some more paintings, which I'm cool with. That one says hang in there, baby. And then this one says teamwork. Together we achieve more. Okay, if I can't even fit in between these desks, I don't know how the big guys are going to be able to do it, but I guess that's their problem, isn't it? We'll put that one up right there, and then if we can sneak around here one mo again, we've got one more And that's gonna go up right there. Moving on into the next room here. This one, I feel like no snap is required. It's pretty straightforward. It's gonna be a Christmas tree. We'll probably put the tree front and center right here. Make sure we get that Christmas tree stand front and center as close as we can get it anyways. And then of course we put the tree in there. Just make sure that we can still get around it. Okay, and then we just put some presents around it. Like I said, nice and simple. It turns out that they wanted a little bit of wallpapering done in here too, so I went ahead and tackled that as well, but it wasn't too terribly challenging or anything. The garland, on the other hand, is a little difficult because I just don't really know where the devs intended for that to be used at. I went ahead and put some here and filled in the corners around the backside of the steps, but looks great. Honestly, a very inviting space, especially given that it's, you know, right on the other side of the front door here. But let's move on to the next room in the property, which I think is going to be a living room. Hopefully standing in this corner is a good choice. Thankfully, we picked a good corner, which is awesome. But as it turns out, this is both a living room and a dining room, kind of just together. I heard that Kris Kringle and Mrs. Claus liked wreaths, so I put a wreath inside of their wreath. This one really tripped me up. I was not sure where to put the teeny tiny wreath, but it's probably not the worst spot in the world. Unsurprisingly, another Christmas tree complete with some gifts underneath of it. Pretty simple though, pretty basic. So let's move on to the kitchen, where it looks like we're gonna be doing some cabinetry and the refrigerator and all that. So I'm gonna try this corner. I cannot believe that I didn't notice this beforehand, but they wanted not one, not two, but 3 ovens, all complete with their own individual exhaust hood. And then we've got some sweet treats in here, of course, a couple of mugs up on these shelves, some like muffins, I think they were. They weren't cupcakes. And then just 2 measly cookies on these 4 plates in here. I'm pretty sure there were like 6, weren't there 6 desks in here? Yeah, so I'm not sure why there are only 4 plates of cookies, but it is what it is. Nothing super crazy about this room. Again, had to add some more wallpaper. The garland once again tripped me up as well, but that's probably a good enough spot for it anyways. Ooh, something that I think is really cool about this, if you put a wreath on a door, it follows the door when it opens. It's the little things. It really is the little things. So I think that's the whole main floor now finished up. We're gonna make our way upstairs and we'll see what we've got to do up here. First, we're just gonna get that patched up where there used to be a door into whatever that room used to be. Probably gonna put another wreath on a door somewhere, some more garland. I'll try to just kind of put that around wherever. Could it go on railing? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so I've just been kind of putting it above the wainscoting in some spots. I'll probably just do that again. But we're gonna be patching up the floor in here and doing some wallpaper. But apart from that, looks like a pretty easy spot to complete.
A few moments later.
I'm sorry, what's the name of this nightstand? Fugger? I hardly know her. So obviously I got a little carried away here. As soon as I finished up in the stairwell area, I just immediately moved on to the next room, which I'm assuming is the big man's office, judging by the way that things are. Again, much like every other room in this property though, it's pretty basic, but they are really trying to drill down that it's Christmas. It is most certainly Christmas. I mean, everything that can have a sort of Christmassy pattern to it does. But I'm gonna let it slide on this one. For me, personally, too much. It's a little too much, but since it's Kris Kringle's property, we're gonna let him have it. Oh, and then out here, big old Santa Claus statue, I guess you could call it. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Let's move over into this next room here. Or should we maybe do the... Yeah, let's do the smaller one first. I'm really curious to see how this whole space is gonna turn out. But let's tackle this one next. A lot of these smaller ones are a bit too difficult to do the whole YouTube magic snapping transition. Also, apologies if you're not a fan of the snap transitions, but this house just requires a lot of decorating, and I don't have that much time. Judging by all the Santa outfits in here, I'm guessing that this is probably supposed to be their dressing room. We've still got a big old box to open. Boots. Right, boots with the fur even. Classic. I don't even know where I'm supposed to put all these. I'm just gonna put them over here for now. Maybe we'll find a better spot for them. I could put them on the windowsill, I suppose. Is it gonna be 6 pairs of boots? The packing material inside the box doesn't seem to be going down that quickly. So yeah, it's probably 6 pairs of the same boot. Gotta complete that Santa outfit though. So there should just be, what, 2 more? 1 more. Is there an extra? I miscounted. Honest mistake. It looks like there is a left and a right to these boots, but I'm pretty sure I got a couple of them mixed up. They'll figure it out. But that is the changing room for the Santas, now finished up. So let's tackle this room next. It looks like we're gonna have to patch up the floor over here in the corner first, and then we'll see what else we have to do back in here. Oh, that's right. This is the bunk room, essentially. So I'm gonna try this corner and we'll see how this goes. That was the weakest snap ever. The transition for this one isn't gonna be as cool since I kind of failed to snap, but that's all right. I do feel like I have a little bit better of an idea as to where the garland is supposed to go though. And I'm only saying that just because I feel like it looks good above the window and sort of behind the curtains. I also put one above the door, and since we had extra, I put some underneath the bunks to kind of illuminate it a little bit while the big guys are in here snoozing. But that's this room now complete. I believe this is gonna be the final room in the property. So let's do it. If you've been watching this series for a while now, then you'll probably know that I'm a big fan of subway tile. I don't know what it is, but it just looks really dang good. Now, normally I'm a white subway tile kind of guy. However, this kind of works. Mainly just because it's supposed to be Christmas all the time at this property. But when I was first, oh, can I fix that? Let me see if I can fix that. When I first laid it though, I was like, there's no way. Like, there's no way that this is gonna work and look good. Oh, we can fix that. Okay, perfect. And then I also wasn't sure if the corner over here was supposed to be showers or the bathroom stalls. And then I quickly figured out, thanks to the devs for pointing us in the right direction with the drains, they had to go there. There was only one spot to put them, so that definitely made things a little bit easier for me. As for the stalls, I don't love how there's a humongous gap right here on this end, but it was the only way that I could get it to fit on this side of the room. I don't know, maybe the garland up here was sort of getting in the way, but even then, I don't feel like I'd be able to push it back enough to make that gap disappear. Apart from that though, pretty solid. Really pretty solid bathroom. Again, this is the only bathroom in the entire property, so it's pretty much gotta be enormous like this, but it came together really nicely. One room left, the driveway. Almost forgot about that, not gonna lie. So let's see what we're gonna be doing out here. Christmas lights, that's cool. We're gonna add back in some trees after we got rid of quite a few of them. I'm guessing that this is just gonna go around this, like, I don't even know what you'd call that. Is that a deck? Technically? Get around to this other side and get that finished up. Okay. Gotta make sure that they're illuminated as well. There we go. Not too shabby. Like I said before, you have to get really close to them to actually see them on, but they do be on. They definitely do be. We've got more garland. Maybe this one can go on the railing because it's not actually railing out here. Let's do one there as center as we can possibly get it, and one there. That looks nice. That does look nice. And then some big old wreaths again. Maybe... Oh, can these go on the door? Yeah, here we go. That'll work. Try to put it in the center of those like little medallion looking deals on there. Very cool, very cool. Another Santa. Oh, it's a chocolate figurine. But it's enormous. I mean, we've already got the one guy up there, so maybe we just put this one over here if it'll let us. Ooh, there's a slope there. Okay. We're gonna have to find a better spot for this guy. What about over here? Does that still count toward the front of the property? It looks like it does. And we've got this big heckin' box here that we still need to go through. Got some holly bushes, some snowy fir trees, 2 Christmas trees, and 2 snowmen. I'm gonna put the 2 snowmen right here, just on either side of that walkway. We'll probably do a similar thing maybe with the Christmas trees. Put that guy back there. Maybe put this one over here. We do have a really nice, actually it might even be the same Christmas tree front and center as soon as you walk into the property. So I don't want to overdo it, even though this whole property is, some might say overdone, a little over the top maybe. But it's Santa's workshop, you know? It's kind of gotta be that way, a little bit. Put that one back in there. And the holly bushes are thankfully pretty small, so we'll do, again, one on either side of that walkway. And then we can just kind of sprinkle in another one here, and sprinkle in another there. The final thing in the whole property is whatever is in this box. That checks out. That does check out. I'll try to put it at a slight angle there. That looks good, dude. Santa Camp. Mr. Claus's School for Santas. The only place of its kind in the world, ladies and gents. And just like that, the deed is done. We're making $153,000 for completing this job. I don't even care if I'm on the naughty list. That's a pretty big chunk of change right there. Let's take a look at these before and after photos, though. Pretty decent glow up from the outside. We don't typically see a big change on the exterior of these properties. The main focus is usually on the inside, and especially with this one, it was a lot of decorating. I did have a good time with it, though. It's fun to just kind of get into the Christmas spirit a little bit, even if it is, at the time of this recording, a little bit early. We've got a little message here from Claus Santana, not to be confused with Santa Claus, of course. He said, "You did a ton of work, and now the same awaits me. I'll train like dozens of Santas here." We said, "I believe in you." He says, "Not only you, but everyone else, presumably. This year, Christmas will come early thanks to you." That would be kind of weird if it came early, because it kind of falls on the same day every year, but I hear what you're saying there, Claus Santana. And now that we're back at home, that is, of course, where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.